What's going on, everybody? It is Kings and Dreams back with another video. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. All right. So, we got another good live stream for you guys. Attention or intention, right? There's a big difference between the two where, for an example, right? Like, everyone wants attention. Everybody wants attention. Everybody wants to feel welcome and things like that, right? But there's a difference between having intentions, meaning that like you're intentional and you want to be serious about what it is that you're saying or serious about what you're doing. And I just want to have that conversation from the man's perspective and the lady's perspective to kind of see, kind of see what comes about. So one of the most important things, for my channel is that, like, I like for these conversations to be educational, and for us as men and ladies to learn from one another, and that's the most important thing. So, without further ado, let me bring my guest on here.
Hello.
Selena, what's going on? It's been a while. How are you doing?
I'm so glad to be back. I know it's been a little bit since we did our last podcast. And I actually miss doing this. I know it's been hard. We're on opposite schedules.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. So I know that I know after the last time you and I met, you kind of you were going on tour, and and I know that you still have the, like, you kind of have a laundry list of things that you do, right? You
Yes, yes, I do.
model, act,
Yep.
um model,
Um,
act, and
yep. I've been modeling a lot. I've been doing a lot of music videos with Vaz. As well as helping making sure that his events go smooth. If I'm not doing that, I just got certified to be an esthetician, so I've been doing body sculpting. So that's been
that's
keeping me busy as well.
okay. All right. All right. So body sculpting. So you kind of just got into that, right? Or is
Yes,
that
yes.
something that okay. All right. So what made you get into that?
So I have been a makeup artist for a really long time and a hairstylist.
Hmm.
I love also doing facials and massages for people.
Yeah.
And so when I realized I was doing makeup, I help people, figure out how to take care of their hair, making sure that their hair grows nice and, long and is healthy, even after they have dyed it, done treatment. I make sure that my clientele, when I'm helping them, applying makeup for them, I make sure that I teach them the skills on how to make sure their skin stays nice and clear. And from that step on, I end up becoming a nutritionist. And I learned that I really love helping people feel beautiful, look great. And body sculpting became one of the things I fell in love with for the fact that I see the results. I see how happy my clients are. I love that it's all natural. And it's really, we're also helping them as well with body sculpting. We help them understand the right way of eating and to drink as much water as they can. And it's really been helpful for me as well because I'm learning about myself on how to take care of my body.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, so you mentioned Vaz, right?
Yes.
So for those of you guys who don't know, so Vaz is an artist and based out of the Boston, Massachusetts area. He's very big. Well, he's up and coming, and he's gonna be pretty big. So I know that he has a couple of collabs,
Yep.
and right now he's doing this thing. I've seen his numbers on Instagram, and I've seen some clips of his live shows and performances. So he's doing this thing. He's doing this thing. Very very excited for the young brother.
Of
Now
course. We have a
now
great team. It's called the
the,
Vaz team. Make sure
the
everybody follows that.
Vaz team. Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So now is he still on tour?
So the tour is kind of over, but we are still hosting lots of events.
Okay.
He's still doing a lot of events. He's still bringing different artists out. He's, still doing his thing. Um, the tour was supposed to end in Florida, but we
Okay.
end up changing some things up. But he's still hosting events, so it feels like the tour is nonstop. I feel like the tour
Yeah.
is gonna go on forever, and I love it. The team
Yeah.
loves it. We're nonstop go.
Okay. All right, perfect, perfect. All right, good stuff, good stuff. And you mentioned that you've been doing some acting and stuff. So now, have you been just acting with Voss, or have you been doing like your own thing on the side too?
So I've been focusing more on the modeling aspect.
Oh, okay,
I've
modeling.
been
Okay,
modeling in some of his music videos.
okay,
And sometimes I don't always model in them. Sometimes I will be the behind the scenes and I'll take photos of everybody and videos of everything so that he can have some behind the scene footage.
okay, perfect, perfect. All right, cool. All right, well, definitely shout out to the whole Voss team and Voss. So keep doing your thing. That's what's up. That's what's
Thank
up.
you.
That's what's up. All right. So, the topic tonight, we're talking about the difference between like attention and intention. And so, kind of like before we get into it, what does attention and intention mean to you, Selena? You specifically.
For me, attention could be attention to me is somebody basically that wants to almost kind of like feel something.
Mm-hmm.
They want to feel special,
Okay.
or also it's just it could be like time spent. The more attention you give to somebody, or to pay attention to something. There's many different ways that we have used that word. Um, and then intention for me is something like that. It can be intentional, like you plan on something.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, definitely. I would agree with that for the most part. Yeah. So now let me ask you now you being a woman in your in your industry, I would say, to kind of shorten it, would kind of be more or less entertainment, right? Entertainment
Yes.
industry, if you will, right? So now you have to be on social media, you have to market, you have to promote things like that, you have a brand, right? So
Yes.
now with that comes a lot of comes a lot of interaction with gentlemen. So how would you be able to determine uh whether a gentleman is just trying to give you attention as opposed to a gentleman being intentional? Like, is there a way for you, Selena, to decipher that?
It's most of the time, especially because in my industry, it is really hard
Hmm.
to read what a person could want. Um, However, sometimes I try to tell my friends that the club is not the place. It is not the place to meet people. Um, Most of the time, people's intention at the club is to have fun and maybe go home with somebody at the end of the night.
Right.
And that's their intention in a way. It's
Right.
their intention is to get attention for the night. And so I have learned that
I
I
like
tell my
that. There is,
friends,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead. No, I was
no
just saying
worries.
I like how you did that. Yep.
It's true because it is true. They do
Yep.
intend to bring you home to get attention just for the night. Um, and that's why I tell people the club is really not the place to really expect anything more. Sometimes some people are a little bit different. Some people are just there to have fun, and then they end up meeting somebody that catches their eye, and they intend to want to take something farther. They could text them the next day or the next week, and plan to actually go on a serious date. And that's very rare though, because
Hmm.
it is a club.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's definitely rare because like I have a club background, club promoting and throwing events and things of that sort as well. And so my first love, I actually met her when I was managing this club in New York, called Webster Hall. So I managed Webster Hall in New York for a while, and so I met her there. But that was like the only woman like that I've gotten to like a serious relationship that I actually met at the club. So it can happen. Is it probable? Yes. Is it likely? No. Right.
Yes.
So I think that that's good. I think that that's great advice that you're giving your friends. Now I'm hoping that you're telling the ladies this, right? Because the guys already know what's up, or they should know what's up. right?
Sometimes the ladies are on the same vibe. They really are. I can tell you that some ladies do plan just to go and have fun
Yep.
and maybe even just go home with somebody.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that like you know, like the guys know like already. Well, they should know. So like the ladies, sometimes the ladies may not know or they may not want to know. But if they hear it from, someone like who's in the industry and say, "Girl, listen, like you know what time it is." So like these guys know what the game is. So just telling you, don't think that you're gonna find Prince Charming here. I mean, you may, but you may not. And I don't even want to say Prince
Exactly.
Charming. I'm sorry, that's a terrible Disney reference. But what I'm gonna say is, you're not gonna find you're not likely gonna find like you're not likely gonna find a relationship out of here, a serious relationship, something casual, nice person you guys hang out for a bit. It is, but it's gonna have a short expiration date at some point, right?
I can tell you make a lot of friends from the club. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Networking and things like that. Absolutely. 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 For sure. For sure. All right. Let's see here. Let me just get into the chat real quick. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Shout out to my moderator, Felicia Jordan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Please wipe your feet at the door. Absolutely. Make sure that you do like this video and make sure that you guys are hitting the notification bell as well. Garden scientist, my guy, Kings and Dreams. Okay, yeah, man. Salute, brother. Salute. You know what's up, bro. Hit that like button. A Gamers World. Salute to Kings and the panel. What's up, a Gamers World? Hey, man. Listen, man. We gotta do another collab, bro. We gotta do another collab, bro, for sure. Salute to the fellow travelers. Yes, yes, man. Passport gang is in the building. What's up, man? What's up? Uh, yes, hit my cash app. Yes, for sure. Kings and Dreams, man. Show that support, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's see where we at. Salute to everyone in the panel, travelers. Yes, salute, salute, salute.
Love that.
DMR, what's up, Kings? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Hey, man, great conversation that we had the other day, man. I appreciate you, bro, for sure, man. Salute, salute. What the topic is about on the live stream. We're about to get it. We're getting into that. We're talking Zeta Smooth, man. Shout out to you. We are talking about the difference between attention and intention in and dating and relationships. That is what we are talking about. Okay. All right, I'm back now. All right, so now let me ask you now. So for you now you mentioned like the nightclub is not the place to meet people, right? So do you think that for someone who is not in the entertainment industry, if you will, like how they present themselves on social media um, can also help and determine whether they're going to get attention or someone that is intentional. And what I mean by that is, so let me just add a little more context. So what I mean by that is, for an example, like if you have like a woman that's on Instagram, right? And so she may not be like a promoter or anything, but she just may be like always taking pictures at the beach or on a yacht or whatever, But like it's always like in a bikini or whatever the case is, right? Like, do you think that are you of the belief that like she's gonna get more attention or more attention um or intention.
She's probably going to get more attention, honestly.
Hmm.
Um, if, like you said, she's in a bikini,
Right.
okay, and most of the times when we post photos like that, the goal is probably to get attention,
Ah, okay.
get more followers, more likes. Sometimes it's not always the intention, for the fact that sometimes we do just post things because we are living our best life, and we just want to post just to have it there, either saved as a memory. But for the most part, when you're posting something, it's because you're hoping for the attention to come back. We check our likes, we see who likes it, we see who comments. The whole point of social media is to be seen
Right.
without being present and with everybody around us. And
Okay.
so I feel like for that, she would probably receive a lot more attention. She'll probably receive, more messages in her DMs. It could be a variety of messages of different content. I apologize. Excuse me.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go back into the chat really quick. Oh, if you're back, you come back. Okay.
Sorry about that. Two
No,
different
no
phones got
worries.
connected to a speaker.
No, no worries, no worries. I may have to edit that though, because I don't know, I don't want that to be yeah, I don't want
A
that to be.
blooper.
Well, yeah, no, because well, I don't know, because that song is popular, so I might have to like, well, I don't know how long it plays, because that for certain songs, I think for certain songs like you get like I think up to like 15 seconds, so I may not have to edit that out, so we probably should be good. Yep. Go. I'm sorry, but go ahead. Say what you were saying now.
Oh yes, like I said, she probably will receive a lot more attention, and majority of the time, the messages are going to be just a variety of you look beautiful, or you look really great, or you have a nice body. And
Hmm.
most of the times when they're saying things like that, they're just wanting attention back, and it might not even go further than them complimenting. And
Hmm.
majority of the times, females might we won't respond back except thank you, or we'll just heart it or something.
Right. 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 Yeah. See, and that's another thing. Like I gotta get on the guys because the guys like I've seen some things where like the guys like will jump out the window. When I mean like a guy like a woman, she'll have a picture with her bikini, and it's like, oh, you're so beautiful. You look like you're the type of woman I could take home to my mom. And it's like, bro, you don't even know her. Like you don't
Right.
know her. Like she could be the worst person in the world. Like because she has a bikini, you think you could just bring her home to your family? Like what? Like I'm serious, but like
The
what?
pickup lines are insane.
No, I call them simp up lines. Simp
Sip
up.
up lines.
Yeah, those are simp up lines. Come on, man. Are you serious? But no, that like, man. If you go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, like, I see some of the comments, and I'm just like, Jesus, like these guys are just going crazy. Like, either click a like, just click a like, keep it moving. You don't need to say like, oh, and I can't stand when like it'll be a picture like a woman like she basically like got like showing her ass or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. She not You don't even know what her face looked like. Like, come on, man. Like, you just doing too much. And see that is guys trying to get attention. But the thing about it is that you like if you're really trying to get this girl, like there's 1,000 people, hundreds, tens of thousands of people, depending on how popular the girl is. Like that's in her messages, that's in her DMs, so she's seeing that all day, all day, all day, right? So it's like, okay, like I'm telling you, it's so many simp up lines. Yeah. So that's gonna be my new thing, simp up lines, man,
I
for
think
sure.
sometimes they confuse um what's the word? They confuse with saying something like they try to be unique. Some guys try to be unique, and they'll try to say something along the lines that sound different from what everybody else is saying. So instead of saying you look beautiful or anything like that, they try to step out. But when they step out and say something, it always comes out super random
Right.
or vulgar. And I'm like, that's not different. That's just weird. Such as what
Right.
you just said. It's a picture of someone's butt, and how you gonna tell them that they look beautiful when you can't see them? It's You're trying to be different from what everybody else is saying, but it doesn't match.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Real quick. Let's see. Uh, Passport Pookie. Hey, Selena, honey. All
Hi.
right. What's up, Kings and Dreams? What's going on, man? What's going on? Uh, Weird Man's Lux Magazine. What's up, man? What's going on, brother? What's going on? Hey, are you in Cali, or are you in Florida, bro? Cause I seen the behind the scenes with Andre and Andrea, man. So let me know, like, where are you located? Yes, that is crazy. Uh, what the f is this about? Shout out to you, Money Over Honeys. We talking about the difference between basically like dudes trying to um be intentional, or just trying to get attention. So for sure, man. The simping is very high in this country. You know, interesting enough, Zay. So, like, the thing is that I would say that the simping is very high in in Western society, not just this country. So,
I
in
think in
Western
general.
cultures, yeah, in Western cultures, so you have North America, you have the UK, you have Australia, New Zealand, and you know certain other parts of Europe that have that westernized culture. But absolutely, like, yeah, like it's crazy because um I see like places like not even in the states, not even in the states, basically like just trying to dudes just trying to really, like, they just say like outlandish things, man. They say really outlandish things. Seems like you are looking for attention. Okay. I don't know if that's directed at you, or
I
I'm
have
not
no
sure.
idea.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll just leave it there for now. But yeah, exactly. Like these guys just say, like, just things that's kind of like outlandish, if you will, right? So now for you, now look outside of yourself, because I know that you are in the entertainment industry, so you're kind of used to seeing all the comments and things like that, right? But let's just say you just work like a normal 9 to 5, whatever. You had a regular Instagram, you're not promoting or anything like that. So how do you go about handling those type of messages, and being able to decipher, like, what is real, and what is not, if you will.
Honestly, before when I was working regular 9 to 5 and I wasn't part of this industry,
Hmm.
um, majority of times I I was pretty shy, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
those comments or those messages, I didn't get as many as I do now. But when I did receive them, sometimes it depends on the conversation. I might entertain it for a second just to see where their head's at and to understand maybe where they're coming from, because um, you'll never know where the conversation will take you. And I try not to judge too quick based off what they say from the first get go.
Hmm.
Whether they're complimenting, I always, I'm very appreciative. I'll say thank you. If the conversation continues from there, um, it does help me determine whether they are just seeking attention, or whether they are intending to maybe go farther with our conversation, maybe build a friendship or whatnot. Um, but it's really tricky. I won't lie, because sometimes people are really good at putting a mask on, or telling you what you want to hear.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And so the conversation it's really based on what they say back to you.
Right.
It really is based off what they say after you have written maybe thank you or you hearted it.
Okay. So now, what, like, you just mentioned, right, like they have like their mask on, if you will. How can you like decipher what is and what is not? Like, what are some ways that you try to like decipher what is and whatnot? And I know that you said you keep the conversation going, but like, is there like a certain like time frame where you say, like, okay, like, I know like this person is kind of full of it, or I know, okay, maybe let me give this person some more time, something of the sort.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I'll
Okay.
decide after a few maybe a few days of messaging back and forth. I will say like I'll switch it over to a phone call.
Okay.
You can tell a lot by people's intentions, by the way they speak to you, by the time that they could make for you. And then after that, like if they're very serious and they do take the phone call, that's kind of like a good determination that they are interested in the correct way instead of just looking for attention. They'll always like make an effort, or they will actually meet your terms, such as like some people aren't comfortable being on the phone, which is totally understandable. However, people who are interested in you and being serious, they will meet you in the middle and take that phone call. If I know that they're like, they make up all these excuses why they can't, or they don't really respond as much as they were when they first started talking to you,
Hmm.
I'll be like, okay, maybe they were just playing around at first, and like now it's not going to go anywhere, because of the fact maybe I don't meet them in the middle, such as, you know, some people want to meet after they text me for the first couple times. They'll want to meet that same day, and I'm like, I think in my head, some people's intentions are that they want me to, to go over or Netflix and chill or something like that,
Right.
and that's a kind of a good indication that they're just looking for attention.
Okay. So all right. So let me just kind of rewind because you said that some people don't like talking on the phone. Now like I think that's kind of one of the I think that's kind of one of the reasons why like um relationships and or marriages or whatever the case is, like there's a problem because like shout out to the travel bros. I know like when people are traveling, right, they especially like if I'm like I go to Colombia a lot, right? Like I can easily FaceTime a girl or be on the phone with a girl like no problem. Like I don't understand like why here why here in the matrix, if you will, we call that the United States or North America. But here in the matrix, like why is it like I don't understand why some people don't like or don't want to talk on the phone. And I get it. Like if you're working all day and things like that, right? You can't be on the phone. But like if you can't like at least be on the phone for like 30 minutes. Not saying you got to talk for like 5-6 hours. Like no, I think that's just I think that's just too much. But like if you are like if all right, you and I are dating, right? And then I'm like, hey, you know what? Like I don't really feel like talking on the phone at all. Like a is because a like if I'm not working, it's because like I'm probably doing my thing or whatever the case is. So like I just think that's a problem in today's society with that.
Sometimes it is helpful to be on the phone because either you're FaceTiming or you're on a regular phone call, you can kind of get somebody's vibe. You can you get to hear somebody's tone of voice,
Hmm.
um, and it's easier to read somebody off based off a phone call or a FaceTime better than just texting. Now, some people
Right.
do express themselves better off texting because maybe they get shy or whatnot or nervous, and some people don't want to talk, which is totally understandable. However, you make a better connection with the other person by doing phone calls, by meeting them in person or a FaceTime. And we can read each other's body language off FaceTime. And it helps determine whether the person could be serious about you or if they are looking at you seriously or they're just here for the attention.
Right. I mean, yeah. Like I know in our last podcast, like we were talking about like how like if you send like those long like text messages and things like that, right? And I was like I've gotten into those text arguments where like a woman is sending me like 3 or 4 paragraphs. Like I read like the first two sentences and I'm like, oh, look, how long is this? I'm like, I'm not
Yep.
reading the rest of that. So like, okay, I get it if you don't necessarily want to be on the phone, but like you can't like FaceTime, and then if you don't have FaceTime, there's WhatsApp. Like I don't like A video call? Come on, man. No, I just can't buy that one. I can't buy that one. But let me just jump back into the comments here because I just don't want the comments to get too far away from me here. All right. I had a late business meeting and I'm tuning in. Salute. Hey Dan, man, what's going on, man? Salute to you, brother. Man, I hope you had I hope you had a good time in Mo Bay, man. I saw you in my country, man, for sure, man. So salute to you, and salutes for the $25 cash app, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Charles Jones, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming through. MOH, man, be cool, man. You can't just, let's not troll people in here, man. Let's keep this, respectful, man. uh no accounting for taste. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about there. uh Gerard, shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through, man. It was good check. It was good seeing you yesterday. Shout out to Jew Travels, man. I was able to come through and check out his live stream. So guys aren't looking for attention. That's what women look for. Men look to have sex or have a relationship. Yeah, yeah. We talking about that. We talking about that.
I can say that he's not necessarily wrong. But it's kind of true. Yeah, I can see what he means when he says that men look to have sex or to have a relationship.
Hmm.
But women are the one that's looking for attention. I actually have to say sometimes I have seen not all men look for attention. That's true. But I have seen some men that do look for that attention.
Okay, expound.
Like, for example, there are male models. You know, there are there are some men that know that they look good and they like the attention. They love the amount of messages they can get in their DMs,
Yeah.
or the amount of women that throw themselves at them. Artists, especially, they like that attention. You know what I mean? They like to look good and they like to kind of almost. It's kind of what's the word? Something to boast about in front of their boys.
Right. Okay. I understood. Understood. But that's I guess what just to kind of go back to what like what Gerard was saying. So that's kind of like an outlier, right? Because like not everyone is gonna be like an artist or recording artist or whatever. Like not everyone's gonna be in the entertainment industry or a model.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what he's saying, and Gerard, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that you're speaking in the grand scheme of things, right? Like you're a normal everyday guy. Your normal everyday guy, 9 to 5, whether he's blue collar or white collar. Right? He's just saying like guys are just saying that they either want to get it in or they may want to escalate it and have a relationship and or something that may lead up to marriage. And I know we have some MGTOW guys in the room, and we have SYSBM in here as well, so it's all good. But but we do have some marriage guys in here, right? So, but I think that's what Gerard was getting at, because that's like a outlier. Because like not everyone is going to be in the entertainment industry. So, and I know like you're gonna kind of go to that because that's the industry that you're in, right? So you're
Yeah,
kind
but I definitely get what he was saying. He's not wrong at
of right.
all.
Yep. Okay. All right. For sure. For sure. Let's see. Make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe to the channel for sure. Definitely make sure you hit that notification bell. All right. Something always gets lost in a text conversation. Yes.
Back to
Boom.
our
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Thank you, Dan. Because I was just saying that, right? I was just saying that because the thing about it is like I just don't understand why you would want to, not saying you, but why like people would want to just like text all day. Like I can't. Like okay, like I work like about like 80 hours a week, right? So it's like texting texting. I have to do that, during the day, during working hours and things like that, right? But like I use WhatsApp a lot too because I can leave voice messages, I can video chat. So actually, I'm gonna start WhatsApping you now, so I can start using voice chats and stuff.
Oh my
But
goodness, so much easier.
yes, no, no, absolutely, right. So the thing is, um like doing that, it like that makes sense. Like I just can't see myself just typing all day, like, and I'm on the computer all day typing all day, and I have to be on my phone typing all day. No, can't. No, 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 no. Yeah, man. Definitely, but I agree with Dan. Something does get lost in a text conversation.
Or
And
misunderstood.
yeah, exactly. Because I know you said earlier some people express themselves better with text. I would say that some people would either express themselves better either like in a video chat or at least a phone call. Maybe you might not be able to see that person, but at least hold the phone and be able to say what you got to say.
Right.
All right. Jamaica was fantastic. Yeah, man, you look like you were having a great time, man. For
So
sure, for
jealous.
sure. Yeah. And then Gerard, he said correct as to what I was saying. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. All right. Mostly Money TV. Shout out to Andre and Andre, man. Salute, brother. Salute. So he says excellent tips and suggestions, Selena.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Charles Jones. I'm not looking for attention. I'm looking to get her attention. Yeah. Yeah. Charles just kind of echoed what Gerard was just saying, kind
I
of.
love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Selena is dropping facts.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, all right. You can't use the female lens to make sense of male behavior. Mm,
No, he's which is correct, but sometimes I guess the way we perceive things can come off differently than what you guys perceive as each other.
hmm.
And not just that, but I can say that men are hard to read, and we will never understand perfectly.
Really?
We will never understand perfectly, and I know women are hard to read too, and men can never fully understand women. So I think I definitely get what he's saying. It's definitely right. We'll never be able to fully understand each other. You know what I mean? Um, but we try, and we have all of us have had experience where we're able to kind of get an idea.
Well, so I mean, I can speak for men. I would say that I I would say that like for for men, I think that men are pretty easy to read. Eh, I think that men are pretty easy to read.
But
Like,
that is because you are a man. You
yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
right, but I've had conversations with women. I have I have cousins, sisters, family members, all that, right? And the woman will say that the women are challenging to read. They say that the guys are pretty simple to understand. You know,
I won't disagree. I think yes. I can tell you that in my opinion, as a female, I can say yes. Females are definitely harder to read than men are.
okay, really.
In my opinion, yes.
Okay, I don't know. I mean,
We're
now.
very emotional. I feel like
Oh yes, yeah. Oh,
females are
women
way
are
more emotional than
yeah.
men are.
Women are definitely,
Um,
yeah. Women are definitely emotional, and what I would say is, I would say that women are. I would say, at least for me, like I would say that female nature is starting has become more predictable, if you will. Like, and what I mean by that is, now I'm not saying that women are easy to read, but the understanding of woman nature, like for at least for me, it has helped me to get a much better understanding of how to read women. Let me read this one here. Charles Jones. Men are hard to read. We are simple creatures. However, there's a good majority of women who refuse to acknowledge the message as is. Hmm. What say you?
I don't know. Sometimes I've had I can tell you I had a situation where
Hmm.
I can tell you that I've had a hard time understanding some men.
Okay.
Not that not that I would try to understand and try to communicate properly. That's a really hard one because
Okay.
I can't change my opinion, and but I think
Right.
sometimes some men, not all men,
Right.
some men are hard to read in my opinion. You know,
Okay. I
some
mean,
people
yeah.
aren't willing to open up, and that's what
Okay.
makes it difficult for us to understand some men. There are many men that I do know that can be simple, and they are very straightforward, with everything, so it makes it easier for females to read them.
Okay.
But I can tell you there are a select few, and it goes for both ways too. Like for women too, some women are simple, and but I could tell you, yes, women are way more complicated to understand for the fact that we are very emotional, for the fact that we have tendencies to change our mind a lot, and I feel
Yeah.
like men are more decisive. That's
Yep.
why it's those memes that they're like when a man asks a woman what they want to eat and they have no idea and it takes
Oh yeah.
forever, but a man always knows
Absolutely.
what he wants to eat.
Right. 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 Yep. Absolutely. No, I mean, I agree with that, and there's always going to be outliers where there's going to be, I guess, some men that you probably run into that may be a challenge for you to, I guess, completely understand. But I guess so. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to get an example from your standpoint of like a situation, a situation not to necessarily get too in depth, but where a situation where like you found the man challenging to understand.
uh Sometimes what it could be is um what a man's intentions are with you, and if they wanted to take me let's say in my perspective, if they were going to take me serious and what they see in the future with me, or if it's going to go any farther than where we stand as a
Okay.
friend or more, or if they like me, or they don't like me. For instance, I had an incident where somebody had told me that they liked me or they found me attractive, um, but the
Mhm.
fact was, um, he didn't want to date, um, but and we were just friends. It was
Mhm.
clearly just friends. However, he had gotten upset because he had seen me kind of giving my attention to another man, even though it was more of a friend wise and just
Okay.
being polite. It made him feel a little bit of a type of way, and that was hard
Right.
for me to understand because in my opinion, I don't understand why you would feel a type of way if we're just friends. You know what I mean? And that's where I misunderstand men because I couldn't understand what it was that whether we're just friends, why would you be upset, basically?
Well, all right. All right. So do you think all right, so do you think that men and women can be friends? Now, in the grand scheme of things, again, there's always outliers, but do you think that men and women can be friends? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because I'm going to respond to to your scenario, but I just kind of want to hear your answer.
Can men and women just be friends? Yes.
Okay. All right. So in that scenario, like that guy, that's his problem. So he should have he should have let you know how he felt. Now, now, were you guys like just like platonic friends, or was it we friends?
We were best friends. There was a little bit of feelings. However,
Okay.
we had stated that it was never gonna go anywhere. And we're just gonna stay friends. And it was just I threw me off
Hmm.
to hear that it would make that person feel that type of way because we're just friends.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I'm looking at some of the comments in the chat, and I would definitely have to. I definitely would have to agree with this. Let's see. Um. Oh no, no, we saw that one already. Okay, hold on. All right. So Charles Jones. So he says, "You're not wrong. Here's some simple nuggets. Some men are hard to read because they've been burned before. So if that's the case, you have to be patient. Also, figure out what you want to eat."
I like that one. Or else
or,
you're gonna
or,
be
or,
eating
or
where
else,
we want to eat. I like that.
or else you're gonna be eating where we want to eat. Oh man, and don't be eating off our plates. Let me tell you. Let me
Sometimes the
tell
food on your plate looks better than ours.
man, every guy in here could attest that, like, it's always that way. Like, oh, I'm not really that hungry or whatever, right? And then you're in the middle of eating, and the next thing you know, like you see like a hand, like, right, like over your plate, like, grabbing your food, or depending on what you're eating, right? You see a fork or a spoon, like, take you like, really?
Sometimes I don't be in the mood. Like I'm not hungry, but
Yep.
you know, you kind of you sit there and you watch them eat it, and you're like, that smells good, that looks good, and then you're just like, okay, maybe I am a little hungry because you can
Right.
smell how amazing the food, and it looks so yummy. And you're like, "Ah, I need it."
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Definitely. Make sure that you support the Cash App Kings and Dreams. I appreciate the support. I think women have a hard time reading if a guy just wants to bang versus having a relationship.
For the fact is that sometimes why it's hard to read is because some men are really good at telling you what you want to hear in order to get in your pants. So they give you this whole fantasy sometimes, and they make you feel really special, and they just say all the right things, and then you kind of fall for it, and then it just ends up their intentions was to woo you to get in your pants.
Right. I agree. I mean, that's the truth. But the thing about it is that, the thing about it is that, like, now, I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. I'm older now, so I'm, very transparent and straightforward. But, like, there are some guys, that will say whatever to keep it going. And but I try to tell men, like that's also dangerous too. That's also dangerous too, because, like, you know listen, we've seen some things, man, where you can drive a woman to a point of, it's not good. Okay, he was a lame. Yeah, this is what I was laughing at. So he's talking about the guy that you were friends with, and, like, he got jealous, I guess, like when the other dude tried to talk to you. Oh man, let's see what Charles got. About the friends thing, he probably saw something in you he didn't like. Same with women who throws a man in the friend zone. Ooh.
Uh
Oh,
oh,
okay.
about my friend thing. No,
That's
actually,
that's an interesting comment, though. That's an interesting comment. So I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish, and then I'll
in response to the first part,
yeah.
so the whole thing was he was and I actually understand where he's coming from. I understand where my friend was coming from. My friend is very goal oriented, and he's very very focused on his career at the moment. um at the time when it was first said to me, I couldn't understand what he meant, but now that I'm in my hustle mode and in my grind mode, I totally get where he came from and why he just wanted to be just friends. Um and um I and for the other comment where he said he's not lame, in my opinion, he's still my friend, I still adore him very much. But he was more
Oh,
interested in just the whole part of being um of making sure that his career was set, that his focus was securely only on being successful. And he didn't want a relationship to distract him from what his goal was. And so I actually understand that more and more now. The more that I'm getting into my business, the more that I'm trying to invest my time into my business. Now I understand why a lot of times he didn't want to date in general. Because I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to date anybody because I'm very goal oriented and I want to make sure that my business comes first, my success comes first before I even focus on another person.
Why? Okay, so all right. So now let me ask you this. So how old is this gentleman?
He's in his mid 20s.
Okay, mid 20s. Okay, yeah. All right. So for him, I can see why he would want to focus on his business, right? So now why? So why couldn't you do both? Like, why couldn't you focus on your business but be open to having a possible relationship as well? Like why does it have to be all or nothing with you?
Honestly, I had tried it in the beginning. I did.
Okay.
Um, However, I have realized it has caused a lot of issues and complications for the fact that I didn't have enough time that that person could deserve. You know what I mean? And I think it's not fair. I think that if I'm going to, try dating, or if I'm going to try to get to know somebody, I want to be able to give them my time, my attention. However, at the moment, like for example, for right now, I am so busy. My schedule is so overpacked with the different things I'm trying to get my hands into, like a little
Mhm.
octopus that I am. Um,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that I am successful and I'm where I want to be before I get to be comfortable and actually relax and get to know someone, and actually be able to go on a date, because a lot of times I keep feeling like I have to reschedule on people, and they don't deserve that. They really don't. So that's why it's either all in or um, all out.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I would say I would say that like the business that you're in, it's a niche market. So do you like would you want to be someone like in the same industry or no, or you would?
Honestly, I
Because I
wouldn't
'cause
mind either, but I could tell you when I had tried dating somebody that was in the same industry, and it only worked out for the fact that we had the same schedule.
mm-hmm,
However, the problem with trying to talk to somebody in the nightlife is it could be more complications because there's more jealousy. They could, um, everybody knows what happens around the nightlife,
mm-hmm,
industry. It's just too much going on. Everybody's getting wild. Everybody's drunk, or it's just too much temptation everywhere.
mm-hmm.
If you get my drift.
I do.
Um, when I tried kind of dating somebody that had the opposite schedule from me, it made it harder to even spend any amount of time with them, for the fact that they'll get out of work and then I'm going into work. And so
Right.
you would only see me on this day or that day. And when we're talking about our the only good thing about that is that when we're talking to each other, we always have something to talk about because we have totally different lives. I mean, it's different lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
would talk about my lifestyle at the night, and it's totally different, something they're not used to hearing because their lifestyles are in the daytime.
Okay. All right. So basically, what you're saying is that for someone in your industry, it would be ideal, but it's so much temptation that would cause problems. And then for someone who's not in your industry, the problem is that excuse me, pardon me. The problem is that I lost my train of
Our
thought.
scheduling is different.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to get at. Thank you. All right, let me see. Charles said a couple of things. So for me, I can be friends with the woman. I don't really want to smash, and I can understand, dude. Uh, maybe he assessed that she was getting attention and he wasn't. Human nature can be weird sometimes.
Uh, I
No, no.
mean, he gets a lot of attention.
Yeah, I think he's referring to you to you getting the attention though.
It goes. Uh, oh, okay. Yes, me giving someone else attention. So, I mean, at the time, I mean, I gave both my friend that I was talking to, um, attention, and the person that I was giving my attention to at the moment. I mean, I try to go back and forth, so I was accommodating and entertaining everybody,
Hmm.
there. And it wasn't my intention to not give him the right amount of attention, because um the fact was, like I said, my job is to make sure everybody's good, at the events, everybody's having a fun time. And I might have stayed there a little longer because they were also my friends as well, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I guess he perceived it differently, and he did get a little jealous. But I had, I made sure to reassure him that I was still his friend, I was still having his back, and I made sure to give him attention. But I can only do so much. I can only be at one place at a time.
Understood. Understood. Shout out to Gerard. No female friends for me. We are either in the sheets or you're back in the streets.
I like how you worded that.
That's yeah. Like Gerard, I'm the same way for the most part. Like unless I'm like networking with you, like no, like that's not. Mm-mm. No, 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 no.
I don't know. I have a lot of male friends.
Yeah, because you probably put them in the friend zone. If you ask, I swear, like I swear, if you ask all of them, like you just called them up one day, random, and you were like, I don't know, hey Bobby, hey Bobby, like, what you doing right now? Oh, whatever. Hey Bobby, look, come through. I'm trying to get it in right now. Bobby's gonna be like, right over there, right over there. You call Bobby, Billy, Johnny, whatever, Sharif, whatever, Hector, whatever. I'm telling you, all of them pulling up, all of them pulling up. So they're in the friends, well, they're friends because you put them there, or
Guilty. I'm guilty. Okay. Okay.
I'm saying, oh, oh, like there's not a beautiful woman in my family, outside of my family, like, and I say this to all of them. They all have the same reaction. Like they either say, "Oh no, you're playing James," and I'm like, "Really? Call him right now." They like, "Uh-oh, yeah," because they know what time it is. That dude is gonna pull up. All right. Of course, sometimes we have to do that. If I approach a woman and say, "Hey, girl, uh, gonna smash," she's gonna introduce my face to the five fingers of death. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Charles. If you say it awkwardly, yeah, but I understand what you're getting at. Her intention is to get attention. Shout out to Jedi Drees, man. Thank you for being in the chat. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, Jedi Drees and I, we actually have a live, and yeah, man, that one is gonna be good. Drees and I've been trying to work on this for a while, and I'm not gonna hold you. It's been me that's been kind of like rescheduling it, but um, yeah, man, Jedi Drees and I, yeah, that live tomorrow is gonna be good. So definitely make sure that you tune in, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be good for sure. Agima's World, about the friend thing. I believe the guy you were interested in learned from Biz Marquis' experience. Oh, because she says she's just a friend. Oh, she says she's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
I
Basically,
love that.
huh?
I like that. That's cute. He starts singing.
Okay, y'all missed it a little bit. Even though he may not have wanted a relationship with her, once he saw her talking to someone else, his spidey sense of jealousy went off. Oh, okay. My bad, Charles. My bad, Charles. Okay. Yeah, all right. He said, okay, I think y'all got it. Yes, yes, yes. We got it now. We got it now, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, good stuff. yeah. So I think so in that situation, in that situation, like men can also like also put themselves in friend zones too, like like without realizing it. Like I like for me, I think that the most no, not I think the most important thing for men is to be as direct as possible. Like just speak up and be direct. Now, what I would say for women though, like if you're dating a guy, if you're dating a guy and you know like and you want to be in a relationship, not necessarily with that guy, but if you want to be in a relationship, uh, hold on. Felicia, yeah, Felicia. I'm not sure what's going on with MOH, but MOH man, just be cool, man. Like you know, like we got a good chat going, man. Let's not antagonize people here. Let's keep respectful, please. This is gonna be my last warning. But what I was gonna say, back to you, Selena, is that now like if a woman should also be intentional as well because like if you not saying you but any woman that wants a relationship, right, you know, like and you are a relationship, you know, you want to be in a relationship or you're relationship minded, and you know you want a marriage or sooner or later than later, like like the first date you should just say like, hey, listen, like you know, like I'm dating for like you know to be in a relationship, you know, and possible marriage soon, not necessarily like right away like you want to jump into marriage, but like if you let the guy know like, okay, like this is something that I'm looking for, okay, cool. But like if you don't say anything, the guy, like the guy's gonna say whatever he has to say to, you know, get it in. So the ladies have to be intentional when it comes to that. What say you?
I'm sorry. Would you say?
Oh no! I just said all that.
No, sorry. For some reason, like you came out for a second, and I'm like, that's why
Okay.
I had to. I apologize for that.
No, you're good. You're good. But basically, what I was saying was that ladies need to be intentional as well. Like, let's say not
Okay.
you per se, but if a woman wants to be
Wanted
in
to
a
talk
relationship,
about like to. Sorry, I actually kind of heard part of that. So, yes, it's true. Women do need to, voice themselves better too, as well.
Mhm.
Like if this is what they're looking for, or if they're just want same with men as well. Like if they intend to just if they just intend to just have fun, then that's what they should say.
Yeah,
And if you're looking for more, I feel like definitely they
right.
need to voice themselves way better. Is that where you were getting at? Because I kind of heard half of
Yeah, what I was saying is that yeah, I mean you pretty much got it. Basically, what I was just saying is that like if a woman wants to be in a relationship or she's looking to get married, you know, at some point,
hmm
right? Like you know, some point soon, not in the near future. What I mean by near future, I'm not saying like you know like the next like you know 3 to 6 months, but like let's say within like the next between the like 2 to 4 years, right?
right,
So you want to say, you know, so you go on a date with a guy, you just say like, hey, listen, like you know, like I'm dating with intention, like you know, like I intend to be in a relationship and or marriage soon or whatever, you know. So this way, like you'll be able to kind of weed out the guys that's just there for the moment. So
right.
yeah. So what I was just saying is that when it comes to intention, like ladies need to be intentional as well.
I actually agree with you. Yes.
Okay. So now let me ask you this. So so now we talk about like with social media, right? So now like if speaking outside of yourself, now a woman wants to, you know, like the woman she's in a relationship with the guy and the guy says like I want you to delete your social media. She doesn't have it for work. She's not in the entertainment industry or whatever. Do you think that she should do that? Like she should delete her social media?
Ugh, that's hard. There has to be, I guess, a valid reason on why he would want her to take down her social media. Um, However, at the end of the day, the option should be up to her. You know what I mean? Like, um, if she, it's hard. Nobody likes to be told what to do. Okay. Um,
Well, okay. Well, okay. You know what? You're right. No one wants to be told what. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. All right. So how about this? Okay. So let's say that she's been talking to the guy for a while, right? Talking to the guy for a while. She wants to be in a relationship, right? She wants to be in a relationship with the guy, and then the guy says, I don't, I'm not getting into a relationship with the woman who has social media, like unless she's in that type of industry, but I'm not getting into a relationship with a woman who has social media. So now what?
I mean, in my
And she
opinion,
really wants to be with this guy.
then yes. I mean, I guess if there's no reason really to her for her to have it, and it's not really a business platform, or she's not using it to converse with her family through social media, I don't see the reason really why to have one,
Okay.
unless it's for entertainment. Um, I know some couples who instead of deleting their social media, they meet in the middle and they will get a social media that they can both use, the same account.
I
I've seen
hate
it many
those.
times,
I
and maybe
hate
that's their
those.
way of meeting in the middle.
I hate those. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you
They,
was gonna
they,
say
they let Barbara on Facebook. It's so annoying, but
it's
but but
so
I get it
cringy.
though.
It's so cringy, but maybe that's that their way of making it work in the middle.
Uh, just just delete it. Like it's not that deep. For me, it's not that deep. I would just say like just delete it. Like I don't know. It for me it just feels weird. Like I could just I don't know. I just could see myself like with a combined social media.
But a
Like
joint account on social media, yeah,
no,
it's
like now there's a difference. Now there's a difference, right? Like shout out to Andre and Andrea, right? Like they have a joint account on YouTube, but they're content creators and they're married, right?
right.
That makes sense, right? But like for Facebook or Instagram, like it's not. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's Jack and Jill, hi. Like, no, sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's like, you know what? Like, first of all, I need the social media because I'm a YouTuber, and then also like I still dabble in events from time to time. I'm not doing it full time anymore. I've been doing it since I've been doing it since I was 13. I'm sorry, 14 years old. Now I'm 37. So like I've had my hat in the ring for a while. So I'm good with that. But like yeah, no. Like we are not having the same pace together. I just can't do that. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Like if people in the chat like if you guys think like that's cool, let me know. But to me, I think that's I don't know. To me, I think that's just very weird.
I don't judge anybody. If they want to do that, they could do that.
Let's see. Attention junkies. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, El Ray. Yep, absolutely. Okay. All right. So I'm pretty much gonna leave it here. But just wanted to say like I want to hear kind of like your hold on. Well, all right, hold on. A couple of people just replied. Joint Facebook pages are weird and whack. Exactly. That's why it's just like yeah, like it's just that's just too weird for me, man. Um what purpose does social media serve besides hooking up or likes? Oh, all right. Well, I was going.
Networking,
I was going to leave, but this is a good one.
networking.
Okay, networking. All right. Yeah, but see, the thing is, right? Like that's like your industry. Like unless unless
Oh
like
yes, yes, you're right. You're right. We did say if I was just a yes. And you know what? Totally right. There is no reason.
right,
If I'm not if I'm not me, then yes, no reason for me to have it.
right. Okay. All right. Cool. And that's I'm glad that we got to that understanding because like I see some people like I see some girls on social media and like they're clearly not like a model or anything or whatever, but like they just like
Social
post
media
them
is
up.
entertaining. Sometimes the stuff that's being said is funny, and sometimes the news that you miss out because some people don't watch the news anymore. The news is basically become Facebook's become like the new news.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, like yeah, but do they have their stuff in order? Because like if you
It's
don't
like
have
reading an
your
encyclopedia. Not everything is accurate.
well, yeah. What I was gonna say was, do they have their lives in order? Like, you know what I mean? If you're just sitting there scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter all day, or Snapchatting all day, or whatever the case is, and you got a credit score of like 300, like you got your priorities in the wrong place. Like, you definitely don't need to be on social media. Like, you need two jobs, shoot three. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, forget that. But I mean, I definitely hear what you're saying. But again, great conversation. And so, kind of give me your final thoughts on everything, and then let people know where they can find you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's feedback about my whole friend situation. You guys can find me on social media at Selena, or even on Facebook at Selena's with the end at the with the S at the end. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, perfect, perfect. All right, let's see here. All right. Well, thank you all for coming through. Definitely appreciate you guys' input on this conversation. Just want to give a shout out to my guest Selena. Definitely appreciate you coming through. It's been a while. Um, so just to kind of give you all an update, so at the end of the month, it was gonna be June 23rd, but I'm probably gonna move it to Thursday, June 30th, or maybe Wednesday, June 29th. I'm just gonna say the last week of June. The last week of June, I am gonna have an all female panel, and so just be tuned for that one. It is going to be very good. All female panel. We're going to be talking about some very important topics, and it's going to be very interesting. So we're going to be talking about some topics in the states, some topics internationally. For my passport bros. So that one's going to be good. Speaking of passport bros, tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, Drees TV and I, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't wait for that. Um, that one's going to be good. My final thoughts here. So I believe that there is attention. I believe that there is a attention um, and intention that needs to be driven on both sides, right? Definitely needs to be driven on both sides because um, one of the ways of communicating, we have so many ways to communicate, and I think that it's so interesting enough. We have so many options that we don't know. We don't know how many options we don't know what options to use. Some people are socially awkward, right? And it's so weird because the thing is that we have so many tools to be able to communicate. We can text, we can talk, we can video chat, obviously the organic way, face to face. I would just say utilize all of these options, and then also, with men, if you are, with men, I believe that for the most part we are intentional anyway. And then I would say for the ladies, make sure that you are being intentional as well. And so I appreciate everyone in the chat today. Great conversation. Make sure that you do like, follow, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you follow Selena's on Instagram and TikTok. I forgot about that. Yeah, Selena's on Instagram and TikTok. So her channel, well, her both her pages are definitely blowing up. So you'll be seeing her back. Often and soon. So appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all stay purposely purposeful and have a good evening.